Hello and welcome back to another episode of Generation Films. My name is American Ben. Episodes of The Mandalorian are really short, and in today's video, we discuss why that may be. But first, warning. Season 2, Episode 6, aka Chapter 14, spoiler, coming your way. Boba Fett was pretty goddamn awesome, huh? I mean, Tamara Morrison was cool. I'm just mad now that they didn't bring him back earlier. Screw it actually, bring back Jango as well and have Tamara play them both. It was cool to find out that Jango was a foundling, by the way, and fought in the Mandalorian Civil Wars, so the purists out there can finally stop excluding both him and his son from the Mandalorian community. Though, on the other hand, he never actually was willing to state outright that he considers himself a Mandalorian, even when prompted to do so by Din Djarin.
Are you Mandalorian?
I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy.
So I think y'all have held the title back from him for so long that he doesn't even want it anymore. Look what you've done. Also, good to see Fennec Shand come back around. She's cool as well. And the statement, the more snipers the better, can be applied to just about any show. And that includes Downton Abbey and Gossip Girl, both of which I'd watch, given snipers. Wait, is Gossip Girl even a thing anymore? I'm old as f***, guys. Anyways, I will always support Ming-Na Wen in anything. I ride and die for Mulan. There is only one Mulan. This is the way. Oh, and why the hell did these stormtroopers retreat from the battle on Tython? I mean, what exactly did they think was going to happen when they returned to Moff Gideon's Imperial cruiser? Was he just supposed to be like, well, you did your best. Good boys, here's some lunch. Pretty sure he was just going to kill them anyway, or at least punish them severely with tickle torture. I suppose that is slightly better than death, though. Also, I'm so glad Bill Burr is going to reprise his role as Imperial Sharpshooter Mayfeld. I hope they really let Burr go this time. Give him the space to just go off and be as delightfully toxic as we've come to expect of him. Finally, I would like to point out how happy I am to finally see baby Grogu end up back in the rightful hands of the Empire, where his dark side talents can be fully explored. Hey, I just want what's best for the kid, and I'm gonna be honest, kid does a good force choke. And you see him look at that darksaber? Like a junkie to crack. We've already seen good guy Yoda, so I feel like Grogu can only stay interesting as he grows if he goes full dark side and becomes the next great Sith Lord to appear in the franchise's movies. I don't know, just a suggestion. Now sorry about all these little asides, I just wanted to offer up some thoughts and get some conversation going about Chapter 14. It's crazy that we're already down to having only 2 episodes left, and we'll then have to wait another year for more Mando content. So fleeting are good things. Like joy. Anyway, speaking of how fast the second season of The Mandalorian has gone thus far, the episodes themselves have been rather short. Intro and credits included, some of them have floated around the 30-minute mark, a really short amount of time for live-action shows to run. And we've seen a lot of complaints on this channel about how short the episodes are. No one seems to be so upset that they're ready to abandon it or put a horse's head in Jon Favreau's bed, but fans of The Mandalorian are perturbed enough by the short runtimes that I think it's worth engaging in some speculation about why the producers might have chosen not to make longer episodes, especially because I think I have a few solid guesses. You'll notice I'm using the terms guess and speculation here, and that's because, to be clear, we don't actually have an answer to this question as of yet. Personally, while I'm enjoying this season so far, I'll admit I'm greedy and I wish the episodes were a solid 45 plus minutes each, so perhaps more than anything, this question is worthy to investigate for my own sake. So let's go through some of the proposed explanations for the short runtimes and consider which are more or less likely to be accurate. First off, writing about The Mandalorian's episode lengths in The Wrap late last month, Phil Owen pointed out that the series Homecoming also has half-hour-long episodes, and that the show's creator Sam Esmail stated that he wanted to do short episodes in order to disorient the audience and make viewers uncomfortable. Now, Owen himself wasn't claiming that this is the reason that The Mandalorian's creators decided to make the show's episodes so short. Rather, he was just offering up an example of a creative reason that such a decision might be made. Now, I don't think it's so outrageous to suggest that there's an artistic motive for the runtimes. After all, some of the shows are much longer. The season premiere ran 50 plus minutes. So having a shorter episode follow a longer one can serve to throw audiences off a bit and leave them hungry for more. Each episode does end with somewhat of a cliffhanger or a hint as to where the Mandalorian will go next. So yeah, maybe the short runtimes keep us on edge and eager to tune in for the next episode. However, cliffhangers can still work with longer episodes. Just ask Game of Thrones. And I don't really think the whole disorient the audience thing is applicable here. I also think it's possible money plays a significant role in the show's runtime. Leading up to the series premiere of the show, Disney CEO Bob Iger told the media that The Mandalorian's first season cost about $100 million to make, or $12.5 million per episode. In other words, The Mandalorian's budget per season is hefty, but still comes in a lot lower than most major studio feature films. And as Business Insider reports, this is also much less expensive than the Disney Plus Marvel shows in development, such as The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Hawkeye, each of which are planned to run for 6 to 8 episodes at a cost of about $25 million each, which comes to $150 to $200 million per season. Now, just as a note, I'm sure The Mandalorian got an increase in budget for its second season, and the final numbers for the Marvel shows might turn out to be lower than expected. Still, I'm sure Disney has allocated a certain budget for its Disney Plus programming overall, and a budget for each of its shows based on expected viewership. I have no idea what that dollar cap is for The Mandalorian, but it's certainly possible that its budget is what necessitates some shorter shows. The longer the runtime, the more expensive the episode is, and it might even be that Jon Favreau has prioritized production quality, as in production elements that cost big money such as special effects, over production length. I have to imagine the TIE fighter chase scene in Chapter 12 cost a few bucks. So maybe if we go down to 15-minute episodes, we can even get to see a world that's not a desolate wasteland, perhaps even a core world. Okay, now I want to throw a suggestion out there that I don't think anybody has made yet as to why the episodes are short. Kids. Here's the thing, we know what The Mandalorian is by now. It's a show made for Star Wars fans. And this is something that avid Star Wars fans sometimes don't get, especially when criticizing the sequel trilogy films. Serious Star Wars fans go crazy for moments such as when John Williams' Yoda's theme music starts playing as Ahsoka Tano says the Jedi Master's name for the first time in the series. Or when Din Djarin stops Ahsoka's lightsaber with his Beskar armor, they fawn. All of these little fan service moments that reference elements of the lore or answer long-debated questions about it are in large part what makes Star Wars diehards flock to the comments of our Mandalorian videos to say things like, "Finally, Star Wars done right." The thing is, more casual fans and general viewing audiences don't care about any of this stuff. Yes, they grew up with Star Wars 2, and they'll go see the next big Star Wars movie in theaters. Well, perhaps not anymore because a pandemic has destroyed the world, but you know what I mean. What I'm getting at here is that while yes, Baby Yoda became a mainstream worldwide phenomenon, The Mandalorian is, unlike the Star Wars films, much more catered to Star Wars fans. That's who is watching the show from week to week, and that's who Filoni, Favreau, and Kathleen Kennedy have in mind when they produce the episodes. They need to keep their audience pleased. Again, I'm speculating here, but I'd venture a guess that a significant portion of The Mandalorian's viewers are also younger Star Wars fans, kids who came upon the franchise thanks to shows like Rebels and The Clone Wars. I mean, Disney Plus in general seems to be more aimed at a younger audience when compared with, say, Netflix. Don't get me wrong, they want adult fans too, but I mean, Disney. As you know, it's very difficult to make a kid sit still for more than half an hour. So I really wonder if holding kids' attention factors into some of the episodes being so short. Lastly, I do have to acknowledge one other possible reason for the half-hour runtimes. Randomness. Yeah, it might be that Jon Favreau just sits down, writes what he feels that day, and ends his script wherever it feels natural to do so. But for now, who knows what the truth is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, both about the shorter episodes and the reason why they might have been made that way. Subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. For now, my name is American Ben, and I'll catch you next time. Generation Films, peace.